are so unaware of the impact small adjustments, either increases or decreases, can have on their business and their ability to remain a viable force in the marketplace.
Interesting. So if cutting prices, having a sale isn't the thing to do, what are some alternatives?
Well, there are several things you can do. First of all, it's important to understand that there are only three ways to grow the profits of a business, and they're not what most people think. The first way is to increase the number of customers or clients you have. In other words, bring in new money from outside your existing customer base. Second, you can generate more income from your existing customers or clients. And third, you can improve the efficiency of your business, increase your margins, and reduce the cost of doing business. Now, each of these categories can be broken down into several subcategories, and each of them has enormous potential to dramatically affect your bottom line profits. For instance, to increase the number of customers or clients you have, you can design and run better ads and promotions that will enable you to acquire more leads. Or you can increase your conversion ratio, or the number of prospects that you convert into paying customers. Let's say you sell 2 out of every 10 people who walk in your door, or that you get 2 out of every 10 people who come into your place of business. Now, with a little analysis of what your salespeople are saying when they greet their prospects, or what your receptionist says when somebody calls, you can probably find some ways to improve the number of sales they make, or the number of people your receptionist gets to come in. Now, if you only get 1 more out of those 10, in other words, if you sell 3 out of 10 rather than 2 out of 10, you've just increased your bottom line profits by 50%. How much did it cost, and how long did it take you to get that 50% increase? Well, it didn't cost anything, because all you did is make a change to the salesperson or the receptionist's greeting, and you did it in a matter of minutes. Another way to increase your client base is to reduce client defections, or the number of clients that either stop using the products and services you sell altogether, or that slip away to do business with your competitors. And a fourth and very cost-effective way to increase the number of clients you have is to implement effective and proactive referral generating systems. In other words, systems that produce a predictable and measurable number of referrals each time you use them. Now, if you want to generate more income from your current customers or clients, the second way to grow your business, then you can implement strategies and procedures that will extract more dollars out of each sales transaction. You can do that by selling more products and services to each customer, but bumping up selling, by cross-selling, by bundling complementary products and services together and offering them as a package for a lower price. You can increase the number of products and services you offer, so your customers have more choices and a wider selection. You can increase the number of times your clients buy from you in a given period of time. In other words, their buying frequency. And you can also increase the buying lifetime of your clients, or the number of years that they do business with you. Now, here's something else to consider. Remember earlier when I used the example of a business that operates on a 40% margin and they cut their prices by 10%. How much more they'd have to sell in order to make the same money? Well, let's turn things around for a minute. Let's use that same business on a 40% margin, and let's increase your prices by just 2%. Now, you can sell 5% fewer units or deal with 5% fewer customers and still generate the same profits. Now, how much buyer resistance do you think you'd get if you raised your prices by 2%? Probably not much. In fact, most people wouldn't even notice the increase. Now, what if you increased your prices by 10%? What would happen? You could actually sell 20% fewer units or lose 20% of your customers and still make the same profits. And if you reduce the number of customers you deal with, it stands to reason that you may also be able to reduce the number of employees you have to have and other operational expenses, thereby adding additional profit dollars to your bottom line. But, and this is an important point, nothing is written in stone that says you have to lose customers when you raise your prices. Think about some of the things you can do to enhance the value, both the real value your customers get from doing business with you, and the perceived value, or the value they think they're getting. Now, let me be very clear here. I'm not suggesting that any business runs out and raises its prices without considering all the ramifications. There are many considerations that you need to be aware of. For instance, you may generate additional profits with fewer customers to deal with, but you'll also have fewer people who can send you referrals, which, by the way, is the easiest, least expensive, most cost-effective way to grow your business. And with fewer referral sources, you may have to depend on traditional advertising or other costly and labour-intensive methods to attract new customers. Now, in this short discussion, we don't have time to go into all the details, but it's an area I focus on heavily when I work with my clients. The point is, just knowing this information can give you a tremendous advantage over your competition. A third way to grow your business is to increase the efficiency of your business and the profitability of your margins. Now, there are a number of things you can do here. For instance, you can eliminate, reduce, or otherwise control your expenses, the amount of money it costs to do business. You can increase your margins, or the amount of money you realise on each sale. You can manage your time more effectively, so you spend less time on things you can delegate to others who can do them for less money. And then prioritise your activities, so you focus on high payoff activities, thereby freeing up your time to do things that are far more profitable. You can put systems in place that will increase your staff and employees' knowledge, their competence, their effectiveness and their efficiency. So they'll be working more profitably for you, and you can promote a synergistic teamwork type of environment so that everyone's working together, getting along and working for the overall good of the company. Again, there are so many things that we could discuss, but time constraints are a limiting factor.